Nowadays, we see a lot of women and men fight for gender equality. We talk about the bright future and how gender equality can help the world a better place. Surely, the women movements have helped millions of women around the world pursue the career they like rather than just being a housewife. Now, women can own a home and vote just like any man. Women can go out, drink, and have one night stand just like any man. Basically, women have the right, the space, the tools, the opportunities just like men have always had. While women can become more than who they were in the past, why are more and more unhappy single women and more breakups and divorces, not to mention more and more loveless relationships? Is there any relation between gender equality and women's happiness in love and romance? Yes, indeed it is. But isn't gender equality supposed to make women happier both in life and in love? Why does it look like there is more misunderstanding between women and men regarding romance and relationships? Why is that more than ever we have women hate men and men that hate women? Gender equality does give women more opportunities. However, nowadays, many women hardly find the love and the relationship they want with men. Why are relationships getting more complicated and more challenging as we fight for gender equality? I think I have found the answer, and in this video, I want to share with you my thoughts and my opinions on the topic of how gender equality is not helping the happiness of women in their love lives. Certainly, women in the past didn't have the opportunities that we have today, and that is what we all forever grateful for the previous generations that fought for our rights. What concerns me the most about gender equality, however, is the name itself. If you look up gender equality's definition, you will find something like this: the state in which access to the rights and opportunities is unaffected by gender. With this definition, men certainly can do what women do, and women can do what men do, regardless of their gender. Apply gender equality to our everyday life. If you're carrying a heavy bag, then it's the man's right to not help you carry the heavy bag. In the end, aren't women and men equal? You can do what he does, and he can say no just like many women say no to things. Or if you get on a bus and there's no seat available, a man with a seat doesn't need to give up his seat for you. And if you're single, when you go on a date, you pay for your part and he pays for his part. And if you're in a relationship, on Valentine's Day, it's his right not to spend his money on buying you flowers. In fact, why don't you buy him flowers? And you can't be upset or mad at him about that. Isn't that literally what gender equality about? Men and women are equal in doing anything regardless their gender. If a woman can go to work like men, then she can carry heavy stuff and do manly stuff too. Men don't have to do those things for women. Women fight for gender equality, but in reality, most women overlook what is it they actually fight for. Yes, we certainly don't have to change our last name to the man's last name, or our baby doesn't have to have the dad's last name. The baby should be able to have the mom's last name too. Women should be able to vote just like men, as she's also a party and a contributor to the society. We are busy fighting for our rights and our opportunities, such as job opportunities or equal pay, and call it gender equality, but forget the consequences go with what we are fighting for. before. Men and women are clearly different biologically, psychologically, physiologically, sexually, emotionally, and many other things. These are facts. However, the difference between men and women doesn't mean that one has more or fewer opportunities than the other, but instead, the difference means both complement and support each other. Millions of years ago, back when we were still quite monkey, these differences were what helped humans survive. We had gender roles where the man would go out, hunt, kill animals for food, and protect the family, while the woman would stay at home, take care of the family and the tribe. These roles were formed based on our biological differences, our weakness, and our strength. Without these clear gender roles, we would be extinct by now. That was the root of why in the past we had only women stay at home and only men go to the workplace. We followed the old rules back in those days where we were living in nature and with wild animals. As time went by and things started to develop, more inventions were introduced. We were living in a safe environment with no wild animals, yet still followed the old gender roles. Men went out to work and women stayed at home. That was when women started to question about their rights, about the outdated gender roles, birth control, the right to vote, to go to college, to own a home without a man's name on the paper, and many other rights were born and became norms. Yet things have gone too far, where we began to call the women's movements as gender equality, and women want to be treated like men and tell men that they can just be like women. On social media, we support men get emotional and cry just like women. Men don't have to be tough, he can just be women. Let men be women and let women be men will surely ruin romantic relationships. Imagine, ladies, you have a husband or a boyfriend who gets emotional as easily as you are, gets upset or angry quickly as we are as women. You wouldn't be attracted to him anymore. When you cry and need your man to support you, yet he turns to you and cries and asks you to help him first, how would you think? Such a turn-off, right? This is not how romantic relationships work. Actually, this is how you kill romance and attraction in your relationship. We are in relationships with our men because of the chemistry built from opposite energy, masculine and feminine. The masculine in men and the feminine in women make men attractive to women and women attractive to men. By the way, this video is mainly focused on heterosexual relationships, which are the relationships between people of the opposite sex. For same-sex relationships though, for any same-sex relationships to work, one person has to be in his or her feminine side, while the other person is in his or her masculine side. No romantic relationships, included both same-sex and opposite-sex relationships, can function if both partners are in the same feminine energy or masculine energy. Now go back to gender equality and heterosexual relationships. With gender equality, we are basically telling men that they are technically can be women, and this is dangerous for romantic relationships. If men can be and act like women, then there's no difference between our best girlfriends and our romantic partners. That would certainly hurt our romantic relationships. Men are different from our lady friends, and we need that difference. Otherwise, we can just be in a relationship with our lady friends. Surely there is something that our lady friends missing that only men can give us. I'm not just talking about having sex, but the emotional support, the opposite energy, the masculine side of the man that make us attracted to them. Yet gender equality basically tells us that men can be women and women can be men. Rather, we should change it to fight for women's basic rights than fight for gender equality. I hope you get my message here. I wholeheartedly support women's rights, but I don't support gender equality. I don't support men can be women and women can be men in romantic relationships. I don't want my boyfriend to be my girlfriend. I want him to be like a man. I need him in carrying the heavy stuff. I need him not be as emotional as I am so he can support me when I'm too emotional. One of the reasons relationships fail nowadays is because women become men and men become women in the relationship. Unlike any other relationships, a romantic relationship only works and blossoms through the difference between women and men. My channel is dedicated to helping women achieve the love life that they have always dreamed of by teaching them the difference between women and men and how to respect and work with those differences. If you want to receive weekly relationship or dating advice that will help you build your amazing love life, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn the bell notification on so you will be notified when my next video is out. I would love to hear your opinions and thoughts about the topic of gender equality in the comment section below. Thank you for your attention. I hope you have a great day. Take care and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.